This week there is an article in self.com talking about age gap relationships. And they get a bad rap usually. We get a lot of questions always asking, is it okay if we're this amount of time apart? But there are some tips that Self Magazine laid out of like how to actually make it work. But we've also seen it a lot more in the media. Like I think it was last year in Baby Girl, Family Affair, Bridget Jones, like they all portrayed those age gap relationships. So here's what they said on Self Magazine as the tips.
And I also think it's very individual, Kim. Once you find the article, read a little bit. But I really don't think it's something that's of the norm. It's still not the norm.
Okay, find shared interests that transcend generations.
Right.
I agree with that. Like, you can connect with someone
Absolutely.
Regardless of their age. Approach your differences with curiosity. So you can try out each other's hobbies, even if you think it might not be something you're interested in. You can embrace a trend from their generation.
I also think a lot of it's around sex. A younger guy for an older woman is very, very sexy. Women like a young guy. It's not a bad experience.
I don't think that way.
Well, because you're very young.
Yeah.
But
so
if you were a 50-year-old, you were a 50-year-old and have without a permanent relationship and are looking for a young guy, the sex is certainly better with a young guy than a 50-year-old. It's just what the matter, just its nature.
So like, and if the guy is into it, like, perfect.
Absolutely. That's why I say it's different things for different people. The only problem comes into it if you're making it a permanent relationship and then the younger man perhaps wants to have a child.
Right.
A 50-year-old woman cannot really have a child. They can adopt a child and get a surrogate, I guess. But I think there are complications with this. But if you've already been married or if this is a second time around thing, I don't think it should matter at all about the age. It doesn't bother me at all.
The article basically says that in that like, you should get on the same page about your non-negotiables as early as possible. Like if one person wants a family and one person doesn't.
Exactly.
That's the biggest drawback. Aligned, like move forward.
Yeah.
And then like all relationships, it's like don't let the minor issues fester.
Well, I don't think that's a minor issue. Age is not a minor issue. I mean, 1 or 2 years, but if you're 18, 20 years apart, it's really a major issue for certain reasons. And if you don't care about the problems that it might arise with it, then go for it. Be happy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, for example, if one person has an insecurity of, I don't think you're gonna, like, I'm scared you won't be attracted to me as I get older.
Like
talk
also
about
taking care of them.
Right, taking care of them.
Taking care of them. The chances are in 20 years, a 50-year-old will be 70 and the guy will only be 40. It's a big age difference.
Right, so openly talk about those things. Right. And then it's like, show the haters that you're a united front.
Right.
So, like with your friends and your family, it helps to say, I hope you're happy for us and
exactly.
things like that.